All right, so today we're going to talk about writing and graphing inequalities. So now what are inequalities? So remember, this is the less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. And these are the symbols we use to represent those. So below I've listed some words for each of when we are writing these in words. We could say something is less than, something is fewer than, less than or equal to, at most, is no more than, is greater than, is more than, okay, is at least, is no less than. So these are all different ways of saying these different things. So now let's talk about when we are graphing these. All right, so notice here, both of my less thans are pointing to the arrows are pointing towards the left. Because on a number line, sorry guys, accidentally clicked there. So we're wanting the numbers that are less than whatever we got. And we'll look at that when we get to graphing here in a second. Also notice I have open circles and closed circles. My closed circles are the filled in ones. Okay, this is because whatever number my dot is on is included in, it's equal to. Okay, so the closed circle goes with the equal to part. The open circle is without. All right, so looking at this first one, I've got x is greater than 3. So it is greater than, right? That tells me I'm going to do an open dot on 3. Now, because it's greater than, I want any number greater than 3. So 2 is not greater than 3, right? But 4 is. So I'm going to be shading to the right. All right, looking at the next one, x less than 3. So again, less than is an open circle at 3. Now, because it's less than, I want the numbers that are smaller than 3. And the numbers that are smaller than 3 are going to be to the left. Now, the reason we're shading, guys, and I forgot to mention this with the first example, is because we have more than one solution. So both 2 and negative 2 are less than 3. But we have a whole host of other numbers, so anything that is on the left side of the number line is going to be less than 3 in this case. All right, looking at this example, I've got x is greater than or equal to 3. So again, I'm going to put my dot at 3, but this time it's going to be a closed because 3 is greater than or equal to 3. That is a true statement. Okay, so greater than, we want numbers that are bigger than. So 4 is greater than or equal to 3, and so on. So we are shading to the right. All right. Looking at our next example. So we've got x is less than or equal to 3. So again, our dot goes at 3. And it is a closed dot because of the equal to sign. Okay, now we are going to shade everything that is smaller or less than 3. Okay, so that's how we graph these inequalities. So now let's look at writing the inequalities from a graph. All right, so the first thing I look at is where is my dot at? So it's right here at negative 2. So that's my first thing I'm going to write down. Now, we're going to pick any variable. I'm just picking x because it's simple and easy. All right, so am I shading to the left or to the right? So in this one, we're shading to the right So we know that because it's shaded to the right, it's going to be greater than. And then I look at my circle, open or closed. It's a closed circle, so that tells me it's got the equal to. So in this case, x is greater than or equal to a -2. Sorry, I forgot to put my negative sign there, guys. All right, looking at this next one. So again, we're at the -2. Again, I'm going to use x as my variable. Any variable works. So am I shading to the left or the right? It's to the right. And do I have an open or a closed circle? So it's open, so I don't need the equal to part. So x in this one is greater than, because we shaded to the right, -2. All right, looking at this one. So this time I'm at 2. So is x so am I shading to the left or to the right? This time I'm shading to the left, so that tells me I'm less than. And I have a closed circle, so I need to put the equal to. Okay, so x is less than or equal to 2. All right, looking at this final one we have here. So, again, my dot is at 2. Again, I'm going to use x. Okay, shaded to the left or to the right. Shading to the left, so it is less than. And is it an open or a closed? It's open, so we don't need the equal to. So we get x is less than 2. And that is it.